Milan, so when you start a business, you're starting a business to make money. But obviously there's a vision behind that as well. Do you think a lot of entrepreneurs, they start off their businesses just thinking about the money, so that when things get tough, they just kind of give up and they move to the next thing and the next thing?
I'm going to say something very controversial here.
Please do. So when you first started Pepper Street, what was that value you wanted to give people? What was the problem you guys were trying to solve in the market?
When COVID hit, we realized that once COVID was over, there's not going to be a lot of international brands in the country.
So you saw that coming?
Yes, we saw that coming.
Right.
Even if you go to an international brand store right now, the cost of a product is triple the amount of what we are offering. We saw that opportunity and we were like, let's give something similar to what these brands are offering and create something of value. And then
I know that a lot of people have a lot of loyalty to Pepper Street. You have built like a community. That's not something easy for any brand to do.
if it wasn't for the community of Pepper Street wouldn't have been where it is today at this point in time. The most important thing we did was, I honestly don't think a lot of entrepreneurs do that. Usually in fashion, it takes 3 months to pull off a collection. Even if we are planning a collection next month, if we listen and think, okay, our customers, people who are buying from us don't like this product, we drop it. We don't launch it. You're going to end up with dead stock.
Right.
That's the death of your brand.
Could you just tell us a little bit more about that?
The customer journey. Not the journey that we learn when we study marketing. I am speaking about the journey they are going to make from a different company to yours.
Right. Okay. Tell me more about that.
Hi Dylan, my name is Sudhi. Thank you for being with us today. I know you have a busy schedule because this coming Saturday you will be opening a new branch in Colombo City Center. So without further ado, let me get into my questions. So I will be asking questions from transformational style. So my first question is, how do you inspire and motivate your team to achieve extraordinary results?
My approach on this is to believe in leading by example, demonstrating passion and clearly articulating a compelling vision. First, I focus on building strong relationships. I take the time to understand each team member's individual strengths, weaknesses, and aspirations. This allows me to tailor my support and guidance, ensuring they feel valued and understood. I actively listen to their ideas and concerns, creating a safe space for open communication. I also empower my team to take ownership. I delegate responsibilities and provide them with the autonomy to make decisions. I believe in trusting their capabilities and encouraging them to step outside their comfort zones. I provide the necessary resources and support, but I also challenge them to innovate and find creative solutions. I emphasize continuous learning and development. I encourage my team to seek out new knowledge and skills, providing opportunities for training, mentorship, and professional growth. I believe in fostering a culture of curiosity and intellectual exploration. I celebrate successes and learn from failures. I recognize the reward individual and team achievements, reinforcing positive behaviors and building morale. When setback occurs, I focus on extracting valuable lessons and using them as opportunities for improvement. I encourage a growth mindset where the challenges are seen as stepping stones to greater success. Finally, I maintain a strong focus on shared purpose. I consistently communicate the organization's goals and how each team member's contributions align with the overall vision. I strive to create a sense of collective ownership where everyone feels invested in achieving extraordinary results. Ultimately, I believe that by fostering a culture of trust, empowerment, and continuous growth, we can unlock the full potential of our team and achieve remarkable outcomes.
Wow, that's a brilliant way of motivating them. So for my next question, how do you create a shared vision that your team is passionate about?
Yes, creating a shared vision that a team is passionate about is a collaborative process, and it's something I prioritize. First, I believe in starting with the why. It's not just about why we need to achieve, but why it matters. I focus on articulating the impact of our work, connecting it to a larger purpose that resonates with the team's value. I actively involve the team in the vision building process, This isn't a top-down approach. I facilitate open discussions, brainstorming sessions, and workshops where everyone has a voice. I encourage them to contribute their ideas, perspectives, and passions. This ensures the vision reflects the collective aspiration of the team, not just my own. I make the vision tangible and relatable. I translate abstract goals into concrete, measurable outcomes that everyone can understand and contribute to. I use storytelling and visual aids to create a compelling narrative that inspires and motivates. I paint a picture of the future we are working towards, highlighting the positive impact it will have on our organizations and beyond. I consistently reinforce the vision through ongoing communication and engagement. I regularly remind the team of our shared goals, celebrate milestones, and provide feedback on progress. I ensure that the vision remains relevant and adaptable, adjusting it as needed to reflect changing circumstances and new insights. I create a culture of ownership and accountability. When team members feel they have a stake in the vision, they are more likely to be passionate about it. I empower them to take initiative and make decisions that align with our shared goals. I foster a sense of collective responsibilities where everyone feels accountable for contributing to our success. Ultimately, by involving the team in the vision building process, connecting into a meaningful purpose, and consistently reinforcing it through communication and empowerment, I create a shared vision that inspires passion and drives extraordinary results.
So, Dylan, for my last question, how do you develop your team members' skills and empower them to take on new challenges?
So, developing my team members' skills and empowering them to take on new challenges is a core component of my leadership style. I believe in a proactive, personalized approach that focuses on both individual growth and team advancements. I prioritize the understanding each team member's current skill set and aspirations through regular one-on-one meetings and performance reviews. I identify areas for development and create personalized growth plans. This includes identifying training opportunities, workshops, and mentorships programs that align with their individual needs and career goals. I also believe in providing hands-on learning opportunities. I assign challenging projects and tasks that push team members outside their comfort zone, allowing them to apply new skills in real-world scenarios. I encourage them to experiment, take calculated risks, and learn from the experience itself. I foster a culture of continuous learning and knowledge sharing. I encourage team members to share their expertise with one another through presentations, workshops, and peer-to-peer mentoring. This not only enhances their own understanding, but also builds a collaborative and supportive team environment. I empower my team to make decisions and take ownership of their work. I delegate responsibilities and provide them with autonomy to implement their ideas. I trust their judgment and encourage them to find creative solutions to problems. This fosters a sense of accountability and ownership, which drives motivation and engagement. I provide my paper community constructive feedbacks and recognition. I regularly provide feedback on their performance, highlighting their strengths and areas for improvement. I also recognize and celebrate their achievement, reinforcing positive behaviors and building their confidence. I act as a mentor and coach. I'm readily available to provide guidance, support, and encouragement. I help them navigate challenges, overcome obstacles, and develop the skills they need to success. I may be a CEO, but I have the time for it because I care about my employees. By investing in their development, providing challenging opportunities, and fostering a supportive environment, I empower my team members to take on new challenges and reach their full potential.
Hello Dylan, my name is Randeep. Thank you for coming today. My section will be on transactional leadership style, and my first section is how does the management at Pepper Street Company use rewards and discipline system to employee motivation within a structured leadership approach?
At Pepper Street, a structured transactional leadership approach is used. Like our rewards and discipline systems play a crucial role in driving employee motivation. We operate on a clear understanding of expectations and a direct correlation between performance and outcomes. We implement a robust performance-based reward system. This includes clear, measurable goals and key performance indicators. When employees meet or exceed their targets, they are rewarded through various means such as performance bonuses, salary increases, or public recognition. These rewards are directly tied to specific achievements, ensuring a clear link between effort and outcome. We also have a well-defined disciplinary system. This system is designed to address underperformance or non-compliance with company policies. It's not about punishment, but rather about maintaining standards and ensuring fairness. We use a progressive discipline approach, starting with verbal warnings, moving to written warnings, and if necessary, further disciplinary action. This system is clearly communicated to all employees so they understand the consequences of their actions. We emphasize clarity and consistency as well. Our reward and discipline systems are transparent and applied consistently across the board. This ensures fairness and prevents any perceptions of favoritism. Employees understand the rules of the game and know what is expected out of them. We use regular performance reviews and feedback sessions. These sessions provide an opportunity for managers to discuss performance, provide constructive feedbacks, and set clear expectations. They also serve a platform to recognize achievements and address any performance issue proactively. While transactional leadership is often seen as focusing on extrinsic motivation, we also recognize the importance of intrinsic motivation to some extent. By providing clear goals and feedback, we help employees understand how their work contributes to the company's overall success. This can foster a sense of purpose of accomplishment. In a sense, Pepper Street employs a transactional leadership approach that leverages clearly defined reward and discipline systems to drive employee motivation. This structured approach ensures that employees understand expectations, are rewarded for their efforts, and are held accountable for their performance, ultimately contributing to the company's efficiency and success.
Moving on to the next question, how does the leadership approach at Pepper Street Company handle conflicts and workplace challenge while maintaining order and efficiency?
At Pepper Street, we maintain order and efficiency, which directly influences how we handle conflicts and workplace challenges. We prioritize clear procedures and establish hierarchies to ensure a predictable and stable work environment. We rely on clearly defined roles and responsibilities. Each employee understands their specific duties and reporting structure. This minimizes the ambiguity and reduces the likelihood of conflicts arising from overlapping responsibilities. When conflicts do occur, the established hierarchy provides a clear path for resolution. We enforce strict adherence to company policies and procedures. We have documented guidelines for handling various workplace issues including conflict resolution, performance management, and disciplinary action. This ensures consistency and fairness in our approach. We utilize a structured problem-solving process when faced with challenges. We follow a systematic approach that involves identifying the issue, gathering information, and analyzing options, and implementing solutions based on established protocols. This process minimizes emotional reactions and ensures project decision making. We prioritize clear communication and feedback. We provide regular updates on company policies, procedures, and performance expectations. We also encourage open communication between managers and employees, but within the established channels, this helps prevent misunderstandings and ensures that concerns are addressed promptly. We focus on maintaining a stable and predictable work environment. We minimize disruptions and changes, ensuring that employees can focus on their tasks without unnecessary distractions. Pepper Street transactional leadership approach emphasizes order, efficiency, and adherence to established rules. By relying on clear procedures, hierarchies, and communication channels, we effectively manage conflicts and workplace challenges while maintaining a stable, productive work environment.
For my last question, what are the long-term effects for a ruler-oriented leadership style at Pepper Street Company on employee innovation and creativity?
Via Pepper, approach, while effective for maintaining order and efficiency, presents specific long-term considerations regarding employee innovation and creativity. The emphasis on strict adherence to rules and procedures can over time stifle spontaneous innovation. Employees may become hesitant to deviate from established protocols, fearing reprimand or negative consequences. This can lead to a culture where conformity is valued over experimentation. The focus on extrinsic rewards and punishments can diminish intrinsic motivation. Employees might prioritize meeting quotas and avoiding penalties rather than exploring new ideas or taking creative risks. This can result in a lack of passion and initiative when it comes to problem solving and process improvement. A rigid hierarchical structure can limit the flow of ideas from lower levels of the organization. Employees may feel their suggestions are not valued or that they lack the authority to implement them. This can lead to a sense of disengagement and a reluctance to contribute creative solutions. The lack of emphasis on continuous learning and development can hinder skills acquisition and knowledge expansion. However, we recognize these potential challenges. To mitigate this effect, we are exploring complementary strategies. While maintaining our focus on rules and efficiency, we are considering incorporation elements of transformational leadership, such as fostering a culture of experimentation, encouraging open communication, and providing opportunities for professional development. This would allow us to retain the benefit of a structured approach while also nurturing a more innovative and creative workforce. We are actively looking for the balance.
Hello Dylan, my name is Kalpane. Thank you so much for being with us today. I will be asking some questions regarding democratic leadership. So, my first question is, how would you handle situations where team members conflict ideas about new fashion collection?
In a situation where team members have conflicting ideas about a new fashion collection, my first priority would be to create a safe and open environment for everyone to express their viewpoints. As a democratic leader, I value diverse perspectives and believe that collaborative decision making leads to the best outcomes. I would facilitate a structural discussion. I ensure everyone has an equal opportunity to present their idea, outlining the rationale and potential benefits of their approach. I encourage them to articulate their vision clearly and support it with evidence such as market research or trends analysis. I focus on active listening and clarifications. I ask probing questions to understand the nuances of each idea and ensure that everyone is on the same page. I encourage team members to ask each other's questions and build up each other's suggestions. I promote a collaborative problem-solving approach. I encourage the team to identify common ground and explore ways to integrate the best elements of each idea. We might brainstorm hybrid solutions or explore different designs, directions that incorporate multiple perspectives. Overall, my goal would be to leverage the collective intelligence of the team to create a fashion collection that is innovative, appealing, and aligned with our brand's vision. By fostering open communication, collaboration, and respect for diverse perspectives, we can turn conflicting ideas into a powerful creative force.
Wow, that's a good answer. Moving to my next question. What are the strategies would you employ to maintain a brand's core values while scaling operations?
So, for Pepper, maintaining brand core values while scaling operation is a critical challenge, and it requires a thoughtful, inclusive approach. As a democratic leader, I believe in empowering the team to be brand ambassadors and ensuring that our values are woven into every aspect of our growth. I would ensure that our core values are clearly defined and communicated to all team members, especially the new hires. This involves creating a living document that outlines our value, their meaning, and how they should be reflected in our daily work. We would also hold regular workshops and training sessions to reinforce these values. I would foster a culture of open communication and feedback. I would encourage team members to share their perspective on how our values are being upheld as we scale. Their feedback would be invaluable in identifying potential gaps and ensuring that our growth aligns with our core principles. I would create a cross-functional teams to address scaling challenges. These teams would include representatives from various departments, ensuring that diverse perspectives are considered. This democratic approach would help us identify potential risks to our values and develop strategies to mitigate them. So, overall, maintaining brand core values while scaling operations requires a collaborative and inclusive approach. By empowering our team, fostering open communication, and prioritizing transparency and accountability, we can ensure that our growth aligns with our values and strengthens our brand.
Thank you. This is my last question. How would you engage with local communities to promote the brand and its values?
Engaging with local communities is crucial for building brand loyalty and demonstrating our commitment to our values. I believe in creating authentic partnerships and fostering mutual respect. I would initiate open dialogues with community leaders and residents. I would actively listen to their needs, concerns, and aspirations. This helps us understand how our brand can contribute positively to the community and align our initiatives with their priorities. I would prioritize collaborative projects and partnerships. We would work with local organizations, schools, and nonprofits to develop initiatives that address specific community needs. This could involve sponsoring local events and providing educational resources or supporting community development projects. I would create opportunities for community members to participate in our brand's activities. This could involve hosting workshops, inviting community members to participate in design processes, or creating platforms for them to share their stories and perspectives. This fosters a sense of ownership and strengthens our connection with the community. I would ensure that our brand's values are reflected in our community engagement initiative. We would prioritize ethical and sustainable practices, promote diversity and inclusion, and support local artisans and businesses. This demonstrates our commitment to our values and build trust with community. So overall, ultimately, engaging with local communities is about building genuine relationships and demonstrating our commitment to our values. By fostering open communication, collaboration, and mutual respect, we can create a positive impact and strengthen our brand's connection with this community. That's why our own community is called Paper Community.
Hi Mr. Dylan, my name is Kusru Sankalpa. I will be asking questions from Lazy's Fair Leadership Style. So my first question is, how do you ensure productivity while giving employees the freedom to make decisions?
So, ensuring productivity while giving employees the freedom to make decisions requires a delicate balance. It's not about abandoning the structure, but rather about creating an environment where autonomy and accountability coexist. Firstly, I establish clear expectations and goals while I trust my team to make their own decisions. They need to understand the desired outcomes and the overall strategic direction. I provide them with the necessary context, resources, and information to make informed choices. This includes setting clear deadlines and milestones. Secondly, I focus on selecting and developing self-motivated individuals. Re- we rely on a team of competent and responsible professionals who can manage their own time and workload. I invest in training and development to ensure they possess the necessary skills and knowledge to succeed. I foster a culture of open communication and transparency while I don't micromanage. I maintain open communication channels to ensure that employees can seek guidance and support when needed. I encourage them to share their progress, challenges, and insights. Also, I implement a system of accountability. I establish clear metrics and key performance indicators to track progress and measure performance. This allows me to identify any potential issues early on, provide timely feedbacks. Regular check-ins and progress reports help maintain focus and ensure that everyone is on track. Ultimately, ensuring productivity is an environment is about creating a framework that empowers employees to make decisions and while maintaining accountability. It's about trusting their competence, providing them with necessary resources, and fostering a culture of open communication and collaboration.
Thank you, Mr. Dylan. And then my second question is, how do you handle situations where employees make mistakes or take risks that don't pay off?
Paper Street employees have significant autonomy. Mistakes and risks are inevitable. My approach is to treat these situations as learning opportunities rather than occasions for blame. I focus on understanding the root cause of the mistake or fail risk. I engage in open, non-judgmental conversation with the employee to understand their decision-making process. I want to know what information they had, what assumptions they made, and what factors influence their choices. Secondly, I emphasize learning over punishment. I believe that mistakes are valuable learning experiences that can lead to growth and improvement. I encourage employees to reflect on their experiences and identify lessons learned. We discuss what could have been done differently and how to avoid similar mistakes in the future. Thirdly, I foster a culture of psychological safety. I want employees to feel comfortable taking calculated risk and experimenting with new ideas. I emphasize that failure is a part of innovation and that we learn more from our mistakes than from our successes. I also provide support and guidance. I work with the employee to develop a plan for moving forward and mitigating any negative consequences. This may involve providing additional resources, training, or mentorship. So, in this environment, my goal is to create a culture where mistakes are seen as opportunities for growth and innovation. By focusing on learning, providing support, and fostering transparency, I help my paper employees to develop their skills and become more effective decision makers.
Thank you, Mr. Dylan. Then my last question is, what strategies do you use to encourage innovation without being too directive?
I encourage innovation without being overly directive. Requires a delicate balance of providing support and fostering autonomy. My approach centers on creating a fertile environment for ideas to flourish rather than dictating specific innovations. I focus on building a team of diverse and talented individuals. I believe that diverse perspectives and skill sets are essential for generating innovative ideas. I prioritize hiring individuals who are creative, curious, and self-motivated. Secondly, I create a culture of experimentation and risk-taking. I encourage employees to explore new ideas even if they seem unconventional. I emphasize that failure is a part of the innovation process and that we learn more from our mistakes than our successes, just like in the previous question. I provide access to resources and tools that support innovation. This include access to technology, training, and industry information. I also create opportunities for employees to collaborate and share ideas. I foster open communication and knowledge sharing. I encourage employees to share their ideas and insights with one another. I create platforms for that as well. I act as a facilitator and resource provider. So my strategy is to create a supportive and empowering environment where employees feel free to explore their ideas and take risks. By providing resources, fostering open communication, and recognizing innovation, I can encourage a culture of creativity without being overly directive.
Hello everyone, I welcome you all. So today I'm here with my two colleagues Kalpani and Randeep. And we have our one and only guest Dylan Fernando. So today we brought him to interview him about leadership styles. And as you all know, Dylan Fernando is the owner of Pepper Street, a well-known brand among youth and young adults. So we will be asking him about leadership styles which he uses in his organizations. So without further ado, let's get into the episode.